Make a video reading hate comments. Ooh, that would be a long one. Can you please lock up Operations Condor and show the world how the Uwoso overthrew Wotopo Wavomint? Here's the thing, man. We all know it's fucked. Who cares? Like, there's the two phrases that come to mind that I love that are just like answer every political problem. There's nothing. It's all smoke and mirrors, and there's nothing new under the sun. I just immediately think of, you guys seen the movie The Prince of Egypt?
In my heart, you are my brother. But things cannot be as they were.
I see no reason why not.
You know I am a Hebrew. And the God of the Hebrews came to me.
What?
Opening song.
He commands that you let his people go.
Commands?
Behold, the power of God.
Turns the staff into a snake.
Oh, impressive.
Interesting. This
Very
movie
well,
flopped because of Shrek?
Moses, I'll play along.
Huh. The ugly ogre
Hoy,
distracts from
give
the
this snake charmer our
real
answer.
truth. I've been watching Berserk lately. Fuck that. That's a good series. See, okay, mirrors, reflecting. Check this out. Shadows. This is shadows on the wall.
The power of Ra.
False gods.
Nut. Hanun.
Made up language.
Nephthys. Nakmet. Sobek. Sakmet.
All these fake gods.
Salkat. Reshpu.
Pokemon. Might as well be Pokemon.
Anubis. Anukis. Sashmu. Meshat. Hemsu.
Digimon. Charizard.
Maftet. Ra.
Kek.
Nut. Him.
Pepe.
Sashmu. Raspu. Sobek. Watet.
Mr. Beast.
Ra.
So you think you've got friends in high places with the power
Smoke.
to put us on the run.
Well, forgive
You guys seen this
us
shit?
these smiles on our faces. You'll know what power is when we are done.
You guys still with me here?
Son.
You're playing with the big boys now.
Playing with the big boys now.
Oh, that's pretty. Every spell and gesture tells you who's the best. You're playing with the big boys now. You're playing with the big boys now. You're playing with the big boys now.
Okay, you guys get the idea. You get the idea. The idea is it's all smoke and mirrors, and there's nothing new under the sun. We have these screens, we have these light projectors today that are accessible in a form of silicon-based plastic materials we call smart devices and all that shit, right? Back then, or back in these ancient times, they used actual mirrors, they used incense, in whatever, different smoke things. They had their own methods, right? That we've forgotten how to do that, or most people don't know. And actually back then it was even more impressive because of that, we didn't have all this technology. There was less understanding of science. So when those certain magicians or people in the know demonstrated these theatrical performances, it kind of gave them power and influence over people. What I'm getting at is all the best stuff online is at best a pale imitation of the real, of what's already there. And so even if Mr. Beast spends $10 million and makes the most impressive whatever contestant based game and all this shit, if it's just for the sake of chasing, of like creating this illusion of a high stakes game show, if it's all just towards an illusion, it's going to fail. It's going to eventually fail. People are going to see through it, like any reality show, like anything that is not based on something real. And again, this is why all these forms of deception, all these smoke and mirrors fall apart over time, because they were never based on something real, foundational. They were always just smoke and mirrors. And there's nothing new under the sun. This has happened before. People have been deceived before. People have been tricked before in many various ways. But you can see it in things like even Diddy. Okay, I've been joking about Diddy all night. How many celebrities, how many high profile artists that were once respected are involved with the Diddy's freak-offs? A lot of them, right? Well, what is that? That's just the same thing with the online sphere, where all these influencers, Dr. Disrespect and Chris Tyson, once all the smoke and mirrors are gone, they're revealed for who they are. The truth prevails. So we can't keep falling for that, guys. I thought you were talking about the Uber competitor. Well, like even on another sense, Atlantis. You guys know about the story about Atlantis? They had this advanced technology, these advanced flying craft. They use crystals and shit, much like the silicon-based transistors we use for computers. And what happened? Hubris. Hubris got the best of them. They thought they could conquer this reality, that they could master everything. And turns out God had other plans. Natural disasters, the earth fucking shifted polarity, everything got changed, flipped, turned upside down. Now they're in an ocean called Atlantis. Atlantis-based movie. We could start a religion with this. There already is a religion with this, man. It's called Christianity. It's called every religion on earth is based on this ancient story before the flood, man. That's where Armenia comes from. Noah's Ark landed on Mount Ararat. He had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. They went on to start a civilization with advanced knowledge from the previous world. That's where Sumer comes from. That's where ancient China comes from. That's where Indo-Europe comes from. His 3 sons. His great-great-grandson, Haik, is the forefather of Armenians, who led his people to the mountains of Mount Ararat and fought off King Bel of Babylon, who was a giant. Why was there a giant? Because before the flood, giants roamed the earth, because the sons of God, the angels, mated with the daughters of man. It all comes full circle, guys. There's nothing new under the sun. What I'm trying to say is stop falling for pornography. That is going to be the end of humanity, man. You can't fall for porn. It sucks. It's the whore of Babylon. It takes your seed as a man, as a king that you are, and it's just jerking it off. It's just like the internet and Facebook is doing with our time and attention when it comes to real political change. It's taking all that effort, all that energy, and just emptying it out onto dead dirt. You got to spread your seed where there's life. That's what I'm getting at, man. Get the fuck off of porn. It's the whore of Babylon. It's the daughters of man. That it's always like that, man. Girls are too hot and we look at them too much and we just fuck everything up. Is this making sense to you guys? Do you guys get this? You guys understanding this? Or am I just jerking myself off? Do we have 10,000 followers yet? If we don't get 10,000 followers, I'm shaving my head.